Hello and welcome to the Energy Resilience Lab. Our lab is dedicated to giving you the knowledge, skills, and the encouragement that you need to become energy resilient. Today I want to jump on and give you some tips on just converting an RV from a lead acid battery system to a lithium battery system. So in this case, you're not going to be adding anything complicated like an inverter or transfer switch or anything. This would just be a kind of hot swappable 12 volt battery. So you'd be purchasing a lithium 12 volt battery, and you would put that in place of your lead acid batteries. Kind of the issues that come up with that is the charging voltage of a lithium battery. The charging range is from about 10 volts to 14.8 volts. And in your RV, you'll usually have a kind of inexpensive charge controller that's kind of in the middle of what's going to charge lead acid well. So they charge to 13.6 volts usually, the inexpensive ones. So in that case, when you put the lithium battery in there, you're not really getting very close to the top end of the voltage spectrum. So it's going to take a long time for the energy to get in there. So it's a asymptotic decay because your voltage is stuck at whatever the charge controller is, which is 13.6 volts. And what you would actually require for a soft full charge on lithium iron phosphate would be between 13.9 and 14.2 volts. And then if you wanted a full charge on a lithium iron phosphate battery, that would take 14.6 volts. So you're significantly off from that. So when the battery's charging, it's just going to be going from whatever it's at. So if you went to fully empty, you're going to be down at around 11 volts. And so you're going to be charging that system, and it will charge at full current all the way until it gets to where the voltage drop in the battery is minimized, right? So you're coming up, it's charging, and you're going to get this terminal velocity of current through the system in relation to the state of charge of the battery compared to the charging voltage. So it's just going to go up, and then it's going to taper really heavily. And so at the end of the charge curve, it's going to be maybe only 100 milliamps or something going into the battery, but it will do that for a very long time. And so if you do put in a lithium battery and just use the charge controller that's in your RV, then that's gonna be the situation for you. You'll usually be able to fast charge to like 85-90%, but then that last little bit is gonna take 24 or 48 hours, something like that, to get the amps in just right at the end, really slowly. So that's something to consider. So if you're just doing a quick swap, you're just taking out the lead acid, putting in the lithium batteries, you need to expect that and know that you may not get to full capacity if you need to charge the system quickly with the existing charge controller. If you do have a high-speed lead acid charger, that's a different story. So it has an algorithm, and it will detect the depth of discharge that the lead acid went to. So in some cases, you have to drain the battery all the way to empty to show the charge controller that the batteries went to empty. And in that case, it will take it all the way up to a soft full charge of lithium iron phosphate, which is that 14.2 voltage range. So there's kind of some hysteresis with that. So if you are just doing short cycles on your battery and it's just going down a little bit, you're not going to get a full charge. It will think that it's just in maintenance mode, and so then the charger will just give it at 13.6 or maybe only 13.3 because it thinks that the lead acid's full. So that's something to look at to find out what charge controller you have. The fix for that would be to disable that charger, disconnect the wires that were coming from that to charge the lead acid battery, and connect the lithium charger to that. So there's a couple different brands you can, but in this little video I just wanted to talk about the issues with just swapping the lithium. So That's kind of the major concern with it. You should, in sizing the system, you should get about double the amp hours out of a lithium battery that's rated at a certain amount. So if it's a 100 amp hour lead acid battery and a 100 amp hour lithium battery, you should be getting between 40, so about 80 to 100% more time on your rig without charging it. And that's just because lead acid, when they test lead acid, they test it in providing current, and they don't stop when the voltage gets below what's usable. So you're only able to use between 50 and 75% of the battery, depending on how nice the lead acid battery is. So those are the kinds of ins and outs. So when you're sizing the system, make sure you remember that the lithium is going to be twice the energy capability, so you don't need as many batteries. And then you need to decide what you're going to do on the charging side. So either use your existing charger and accept a slow charge at the end, or you could do a lithium charger and get a fast charge the whole time. So those are the ins and outs. I'll jump on with some more tips, going deeper into it with charge controllers and inverters and things in future videos. Thank you guys for checking in. Please like and subscribe, and reach out with any questions you have. Thank you. See you later. Bye.